Ladies and gentlemen, visionaries and world changer, a great evening to you, every one of you from wherever you are joining us from. I am delighted to be your host tonight. Where are you joining us from? Is it Lagos, Nigeria, or is it Canada, the USA, or the UK? Across the globe that you are joining us from, we are thrilled to have you here with us. Tonight is a night of brilliance, impact, and transformation. And I am sure you are in for a great treat. I am Ibironke Omobo, a licensed professional teacher all the way from Ogun, Nigeria. And guess what? I'm not going to be doing this all alone. I have my sister from another mother all the way from Oyo, Nigeria. She is a behavioral coach, she is a teenage coach, and also she is a stability coach. What a big profile you have there. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lady Rachel.
Wow, Lady Bironke, that introduction was filled with so much fire. I think I need a moment to cool off. It is such a privilege to be here tonight, and it promises to be an exciting evening. Tonight, we'll be having a drum rolls, public speaking contest. As you all know, that BGYCC is an all-round school of leadership, and public speaking is at the core of what we do here. We are committed to raising kingdom speakers who not only speak at the national levels, but are also able to influence and impact at the global stages. I cannot wait to see the amazing speeches our contestants will be delivering tonight. But before we proceed, I would like for us to take a moment to acknowledge the presence of our convener, the legendary Coach Casey Sunshine. Coach Casey, thank you so much for your leadership and support. Thank you for giving us the wings to fly. Ladies and gentlemen, with a rousing welcome and your fire emojis, let us give it up for the amazing, the legendary, the visionary Coach Casey Sunshine.
Absolutely, Lady Rachel. Coach Casey, we are so honored to be under your leadership. 4 weeks ago, myself and my wonderful sister, Lady Rachel, we were here on this platform to do this thing that is going to be happening today. And do you know what? After that, Coach Casey was like, I'm not going to let you go. There is something inside of you that I have to bring out. And here we have today, Coach, we are so grateful. Thank you for showing us the path. Thank you for holding our hands. Thank you for leading us in the path to go. And we are most excited and honored to be under your leadership again. Ladies and gentlemen, now that you are ready, but do you know what we have to do? We have to go with God first. And everything we do, we have to put God first. And knowing that this is BGYCC, becoming the greatest you Christian community. So there is no way we would do without God. So having said that, we have to bow our head to pray as we begin tonight's event. Jesus, we thank you for yet another beautiful time. We thank you because your presence is here. We thank you because everything will work together in our favor. Take all the glory. In Jesus' mighty name, we are prayed. Amen.
Amen.
My audience, are you sleeping? I'm not seeing your fire emojis in the chat box. Can you just reach out to 1 or 2 persons and tell them we are live? Send them the link, send them everything you need to send them, and let them know that we are live. We are in for a treat. But before we also go into the contest, I want you all to lay down some rules. For us, number one, your camera must be on. You can see me, and I want to see your beautiful and handsome faces. We want to engage. We want to know that you are with us. Secondly, we need you to listen attentively. We want to know what resonates with you from all the points you'll be getting from the speeches. Whatever it is, put it in the chat box, and you know what? And back it up with some fire emojis. Then lastly, I want to appeal to you to wait till the end of the contest, because that is when you have the opportunity to vote for your favorite contestant. So look out for the poll right on your screen after the end of the contest. Now that we all are charged up, are you ready? Let me feel you if you are ready, because I am ready. You can see how I am dancing. I can't wait to hear this. Go into the chat box, put it ready, 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 ready. Lady Rachel, please take it away.
Oh, I can feel the energy in the room. So many fire emojis. Now the moment we've all been waiting for is finally here. Our contestants are putting so much relentless effort in planning and preparation to give us their amazing speeches tonight. But before we proceed, I would like to tell us that each contestant has 5 minutes to present their speeches, and we'll be judging them based on 3 powerful criteria. Number 1 is their content. Pay attention, please. Number 1 is their content. How is the content of the contestant? Is it relevant and is it effectively put there? Then number 2 is delivery. How did the contestant deliver their speech? How is their voice? Is it clear? Is it strong? This will guide you when selecting your winner. And number 3 is impact. How impactful is the speech of the contestant to the audience? Is it engaging? And is the audience moved by the speech? I don't know about you. Are you ready? Because I am on the edge of my seat right now. Ladies and gentlemen, let the battle begin.
Whoa! Once again, I am asking, some people are not ready. You are not ready. You are not ready. Yes, I can see in the chat box that you are ready. So right away, we go to our first contestant of the day. We are, yes, I can see that. I can see you're ready. Beautiful. That is amazing. So our first contestant for today, I don't know if you have heard, as in, you are thinking, yes, I can see you. You are ready. Beautiful. I like that. I like the fact that I'm seeing your faces. If there is anyone, yes, thank you, thank you. I love this. I love this. Thank you for letting us know that you are with us. So right away, we go into the first competition, and the first contestant is coming from Ibadan. I don't know if you are there and you are from Ibadan, you like Ewedu and you like, yes, that is where we are going to tonight. So if you are in a bus, I will tell you to up down, come into this plane, fasten your seatbelt, because you are in for a feast and you are in for a beautiful ride tonight. All the way from Ibadan, we have Abiola Michael, and he's going to be talking to us on the seed called time. The seed called time. I've heard the seed of please, can you give me the seeds you know? I've heard the seeds of Agbalumo, I've heard the seed of this, but I've not heard the seed of time. But if you are like me, with your pen ready and your jotter ready, why not let's wait and let Mr. Abiola from Ibadan take us on the ride. Ladies and gentlemen, if your hands are not busy, be it your physical ends and be it your virtual ends, put them together for Sir Abiola Michael.
Michael, my father called me when he came back from work that late evening. I ran to him saying, Dad, what is it? What's going on? He said, I'm about to have a discussion with you right now. Can you have your seat? So I sat down calmly, ready to listen to what he had to say. And he told me, I have a question for you. What is the most valuable asset in the world? I thought about it. That's a very easy one. We have money as a valuable asset. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. But I said, wait, Dad. Hold on. Real estate is also a valuable asset. He said, you are correct. I said, wait, Dad, don't go yet. Businesses, corporations, cars are also valuable assets. He said, yes, that's true. But Michael, what is the most valuable asset of them all? I said, Dad, All these are valuable assets. They are valuable assets. He said, Michael, I don't need you to tell me that. Pick one. I said, Dad, I just go for money. He said, Michael, listen attentively. The most valuable asset of everything, of them all, is time. Time is the most valuable asset of them all. It sank in. For a minute, I could not say anything. I just looked directly at my dad, looking at him, about to spill the most effective line of my life that will transform me. He said, time is a precious seed. When planted wisely, nurtured with focus, it will harvest with purpose. Time is just like this seed. Time is just like this seed, and you need to try as much as possible to maximize it to the fullest. A lot of people who are roaming around the world mismanaging their time. They are not taking advantage of their time. Don't let that be you. This seed has to be maximized. We can have the money in the world, you can have all the cars in the world, you can have a business, you can have a corporation, but if you lost every one of those things, you can regain it back. But if you lost the seed called time, you cannot regain it back. Time is a precious seed. Time is a precious seed. When uniquely used, it will bring out bountiful harvest. Have you maximized your time today? Have you maximized your time today? Have you maximized your time today? The BGYC program has helped you, has shaped you to become a person that maximizes time. We have a lot of activities such as the prayer daily, meditation daily, visualization daily, journaling daily, Bible study daily, reading daily, showing your act of love daily, all in all, just to maximize your time. Every single thing you are doing today, every single thing you are laying your hands upon shall prosper if you maximize your time. Time is of the essence. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, says the clock. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. You need to wake up now. Take responsibility and maximize your time. And I believe at the end of the day, you are going to reap bountiful harvest with great achievement, with greatness. That seed of greatness is in you, but you need to maximize your time to ignite it, to ignite it, to ignite it, to ignite it. My father told me years ago that the most valuable asset in the world is time. It has stick with me till today, and I'm reaping the harvest. The BGYCC program is there for you. You must take advantage of it so you can learn how to maximize your time. I have an obligation. I have made up my mind. I've committed and dedicated my life to always maximizing my time. And I leave you with this. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16 says, making the best use of your time because the days are evil. The days are truly evil. But if you make the best use of your time, you are going to reap greatness. You are going to reap abundance. You are going to rule your world. You are going to make impact. You are going to do exploit. Only if you maximize your time. You make the best use of your time, just like the Bible has said. Grand rising.
Wow, thank you so much, Sir Michael. Time is indeed an asset. I'm making good use of my time. That is why I'm here today presenting to you and on the BGY program. All right, that was an amazing speech. We go right to contestant number 2 from the bubbling city of Lagos. Do you know that we feel distracted all around us? There's so much distraction all around us. If you're wondering what to do about those distractions and you've been confused so far, don't worry anymore, because contestant number 2 is going to break it down for us on what to do, because she's speaking on the topic, noise is part of life. Noise is part of life, all the way from Lagos City, Nigeria. Let us give it up for Bolorunduro Adeola Rachel.
What if I told you that the real happiness is in self actualization? But it's not happening to most people. Why? Because they chose to listen to noise. What does this noise mean? N, negativity. You're always negative. You don't see the vision. You did not see any positive things about your vision, about your future. You're never optimistic. O, opinions of others. You're always listening to people. They will tell you, take this route. No, take this route. No, if you take that route, you are going to mess things up. Many people have gone through that route. They came back empty-handed. So what's so special about you? Listening to opinions of others. I, internal fear. What if I fail on the journey? What if I fall? No, I don't want to be embarrassed. People will mock me. No. Fear. S, self-doubt. The Bible says, a doubtful heart is unstable in all its ways. You are doubting yourself too much. You don't believe in yourself. You don't believe in your dream. You don't believe you can actually make it and be great in life. E, excuses. You are always making excuses. No, I will do it tomorrow. I have a lot on my table. No, I don't have money to continue my education. My uncle refused to help me. Different excuses. All these are noise. Noise are pressure. Pressure, they are fears. They are critics. But the trick is, don't dare listen. They are part of life. Noise literally means anything that is unpleasant to the ear. Let me tell you, success is not born in silence. They are surrounded by noise. But you don't dare listen. I remember in 2012, I was asked to lead a praise and worship. And I was so happy, but at the same time nervous. I got on stage and I was holding the mic, started with the worship. I was closing my eyes, I was frowning my face, I was tightening my face, singing rigidly to a rigid God. Oh, I was thinking people were enjoying it and they were, cooperating. And I decided to open one of my eyes a little bit. And what am I doing? I wanted to faint. I wanted to die at the spot. What just happened? Some people were sitting down. Shall finish and go. Some people were standing and looking at me pitifully. What just happened? Was I actually singing? No, I wasn't singing. I was making a noise. You see, noise is never happiness. It can never amount to happiness. There's nothing good about noise. So don't dare listen to it. Can a woman who planned so many things to buy the market with the money she has and got to the market and bought rubbish, go back home and be happy? No. Because while at the market, she shifted her focus on, come and buy my clothes, come and buy your children wear, they are so nice and fine, they will fit you, look at this shoe, they are very nice, no, look at this. And she shifted her focus from what she wanted to buy and bought rubbish. When she got home, she can never be happy. You cannot listen to noise and be happy with yourself. If David had listened to the voices of his brothers or the fears in Saul's face, he wouldn't have killed Goliath. If Esther had listened to fear, she wouldn't have saved our people. If Jesus Christ our Lord had listened to the voices, crucify him, he would have walked away from the cross. I challenge you today. Listen to your vision. not the voices. Listen to your calling, not the critics. Listen to God, not the crowd. Because in the end, your life, your purpose is too precious. Your vision is too deep to be wasted on noise. Noise is part of life. But the trick is, don't dare listen if you must be happy.
Wow. Wow. Just wow. Noise is part of life. Come on now, please. Can you just let me see what resonates with you? What point did you hear? What are those things that resonate with you? Please put your hands together for contestant number 2. Noise is part of life. N-O-I-S-E. I have my journal here. It is part of life. Don't let it bring you down. Oh my, that was amazing. That was amazing, Lady Adeola. Now we move on to contestant number 3. I'm sure for some of you, I'm not sure with the Gen Zs, but for the millennials upward, you would have heard this song that says, zombie, zombie. Yes or no? Now let me know if you have heard it. Like, I'm not talking to the Gen Zs, I'm talking to the millennials. Yes, zombie, yes. The next contestant is going to be talking to us about the financial zombie. I've seen zombies in movies, but I've not heard of financial zombie. I told you that it seems that the city of Ibadan is in for a big treat for us tonight. They have a big pot of words and speeches to transform our lives. So we are going, yes, the other time we went on a flight, this time I think we are going to take a camel to the city of Ibadan, where we are going to bring our able brother, Sir Olaoluwa, to talk to us about financial zombie. If your virtual hands are not busy, please go to the chat box and put your hands together for our brother. Sir Olaoluwa, are you there? I can't wait. Wow, this is amazing. This is amazing. Your clap and your fire emojis is going to fuel our camel this night. So that's going to bring in Sir Olaoluwa. Imagine someone talking about zombies. Zombies are not just what you see all around. So please give me your fire emojis as we welcome Sir Olaoluwa.
Have you ever been beaten by a zombie? I know you're wondering, do zombies even exist? But then, while growing, I was beaten by a financial zombie. And this recalibrated my mental programming. You know, most times we focus on how people die due to war, hostility, natural disasters, and so on. But we seldom talk about the mental and physical death caused by lack of financial knowledge in our world. And I stand to tell you today that death isn't all about cessation of life, because goals can die, dreams can die, visions can also die. And so I tell people, every vision without provision will lead to frustration, and this will eventually metamorphose the vision-minded into an agent of societal destruction. I believe everyone listening to me is an aggregation of numerous potential and goals aimed at making the world a better place. But the mistake we made most of the time is to follow the wrong protocol. We invest in every other thing but financial knowledge.
Okay, it seems our contestant is having some technical issues. All right, probably he got bitten by a zombie while he was presenting that speech. We'll wait for him to go and get himself some treatment and come right back to finish up what he started. Because me, I want to hear the end of this matter. How a zombie will bite me and I'll be financially okay. Okay, are we there? All right, I think he's back. He's back. All right, Lady Biroke, I think the problem is that you sent a camel to go and fetch him. You could have sent a private jet. It would have solved a lot of the problems. He's back again. Let's see what happens.
Have you ever been beaten by a zombie? I know you're wondering, do zombies even exist? But then, while growing, I was beaten by a financial zombie. And this recalibrated my mental programming. You know, most times we focus on how people die due to war, hostility, natural disasters, and so on. But we seldom talk about the mental and physical death caused by lack of financial knowledge in our world. And I stand to tell you today that death isn't all about cessation of life, because goals can die, dreams can die, visions can also die. And so I tell people, every vision without provision will lead to frustration, and this will eventually metamorphose the vision-minded into an agent of societal destruction. I believe everyone listening to me is an aggregation of numerous potential and goals aimed at making the world a better place. But the mistake we made most of the time is to follow the wrong protocol. We invest in every other thing but financial knowledge. We work so hard to make money but don't know how to make money work for us. As a young lad, I had a dream to be a blessing to my generation. I wanted to donate to the nations of the world, but then I discovered I had been infected by a virus plaguing 80% of the world's population. This virus is financial stagnation. This virus programmed me to believe all I needed was good intention, potential, proper education, in partnership with adult and prayer, and through a series of coincidences and luck, success and wealth will come knocking on my door. But then I had a strange epiphany. There is a bandwagon of people living by the reality of this philosophy in my society, but nothing has changed. The virus was still there. So I embarked on a journey to find a cure. And I met 3 strange doctors. The first, societal influence, and he introduced me to gambling. He said all I needed to do was to pick some games and some odds. And I felt like, yeah, I'm a good guy. I've got good intentions. So by default, luck should work in my favor. So I booked some games, I booked some odds. But guess what? The odds were greatly against me. Although I won on a few occasions, but I discovered the virus was still there, and I gave up. He came to me on another occasion and introduced me to Ponzi scheme. And I felt like, yeah, I'm an accountant. This sounds like an investment. And I embraced it. And I had the biggest return on investment in my career, which was a revelation of how financially foolish I was. I watched my money leave like smoke from a cigarette. And I gave up again. He came to me one last time and introduced me to Forex. But this time, I was lucky. You know why? I was broke. And so I couldn't invest. And so when things went haywire, I felt like I had outsmarted life. I felt like I wasn't cheated this time. But not too long after, sadness came. Why? The virus was still there. And so I embarked and progressed with my journey. And I met the strange doctor, the second doctor, near school. And he said to me, all you need to do is to get a good grade, join the labor force, be so good at your job, so you will get a promotion that will automatically translate to an increase in paycheck. For something in me deflected this philosophy, because there is a quadrant of people living by this philosophy in my society, and nothing is here to change. The virus was still there. And I gave up again, but this time with an overwhelming depression. One day, while wandering in the ocean of depression, I stumbled upon a strange doctor named Financial Literacy. And he told me the cure to the virus was on my inside. He introduced me to the technology of mental transformation, and I discovered there is a curriculum to wealth that the wealthy possess that has not been understood by the majority. There is a price the wealthy pay that the majority are not willing to pay. And all I needed to do was to study these secrets and weave them into my mental studio. Ladies and gentlemen, I embarked on this journey, and my wounds began to heal. You know, mindsets are so powerful. They are like magnets that attract to us the reality of who we are becoming. You know, many of us started life with a burning desire to do something remarkable for our generation. But this virus kept quenching the fire. And so I put a question to you. Are you infected? If yes, I introduce to you and present to you the antidote: financial literacy. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for that amazing speech. Financial zombie. Okay, I like this kind of zombie. I don't know about you. It sounds like a very good zombie. I hope I encounter this kind of zombie one of these days on my way out. All right, after that wonderful speech, we'll go right to the next contestant, who is also bringing some fire and some insight. Have you been confused and you feel lost? You don't know the next step to take in your journey of life? Then worry no more, because our next contestant number 4, all the way from the bubbling city of Lagos, is coming to tell us about identity crisis. I know you don't know you need this topic, this speech. Wait until you finish listening to our contestant. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give it up for Adeyeye Deborah.
Who am I? That is a question each and every one of us will have to answer at some point or the other in our lives. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Tonight, I would like to talk to you about identity crisis. What is identity crisis? Identity crisis is a state of confusion, uncertainty about one's sense of self, values, or place in life. Sometimes I marvel at the revelation of the preacher when he said in Ecclesiastes 10 verse 7, I have seen servants upon horses and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Then I thought to myself, who should be seen on the horse and who should be walking on the earth? The servant or the prince? When a person has identity crisis, that person has set themselves up for a world full of confusion, uncertainty, and depression. Yes, you may be thinking, what is she even saying? What does she even mean? Well, permit me to take you on a journey. On the 21st day of July 2020, during the COVID-19 lockdown period, I enrolled for a free online identity discovery session training organized by a close friend of mine, tagged Delivery Room. I was so excited about this session. During the first session, she gave us an assignment to write about ourselves. Then afterwards, she was going to have a one-on-one session with us. I anticipated my own one-on-one session with the mindset that my friend could help me discover who I truly was. Rather, I was met with disappointment. When my friend said to me, "Hi, Deborah, I know we are friends, but from what you've currently written about yourself, all I can see is a Deborah who wants to become a hairdresser and a pastor's wife." Now, don't get me wrong. Is there anything bad in becoming a pastor's wife? No. Is there anything bad in becoming a hairdresser? No. But I knew deep down that that is not who I wanted to become, even though that was what my current reality was saying. Then I knew that I was suffering from identity crisis. So, it wasn't just a lockdown period worldwide. Even my identity and my true self was also on lockdown. Then, the journey to discovering my true self began. Few months later, I entered a DM saying, "The Lord is leading me to start a baby wears business." She was so excited. She began to draft out the business plan. Unknown to the both of us that what I thought was a baby wears business was actually the Lord starting to reveal who I truly was. Few years later, during my personal retreat with the Lord, I heard him say to me that he has called me to be a mother of nations and that he has called me to the children ministry. Today, I am not just the convener of Remnant Seeds International. I am also a certified teenagers and adolescent coach and a teen's identity expert. Yes, that is who I am today. I am here to tell you today that if you are confused about yourself or who you truly are, the best place to find who you truly are is in the presence of God. No wonder Dosie Oyeko sang, just one passion, one purpose, to know you more and more. When I know you, I'll find me. To know your true self, you must know the true God. Only then can you find your true self. Thank you.
Oh my God! Please, can you just bomb the chat box? Blow it up! Oh my, this is absolutely amazing. Put your hands together. I want to see you. Your videos are on. Clap and blow the yes. I can see your fire emojis. Keep them coming. That's what's powerful. Do you know who you are yet? Are you an hairdresser or you want to be what? Fill in the gap. Now you have not even seen anything yet. Our next contestant is traveling, as in we went to Ghana. Now we have to, we'll be going to Lagos, Ibadan, Lagos, Ibadan. And some of you have been wondering that, is it just Lagos and Ibadan? But no, I am here all the way. I have gone far away into the north to Kaduna State to bring you our next contestant, Lady Damilola. She is going to be talking to us about the practical power of mindset change. Did you hear that? Practical part for the science student. I know most of you have done some practical in school, and that brings your learning to reality. It makes it relatable. The same thing Lady Damilola, all the way from Kaduna, is going to do tonight. If your virtual hands are not occupied like mine, can you just clear them and put them together for Lady Damilola? Put your hands together.
Why two people can face same challenges, and while one person will rise up, the other crumbles. Let me share a story with you. In the mid-1970s, two college dropouts, they came up with an idea that was going to transform the world of computer industry forever. They had this mission, if I call it a mission, to bring at least a computer to every home across the world. They were both named Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. Now, if you are a Steve and you are listening to this, who knows, the next big idea could come from you. So try working on it. Now, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak are co-founders of the famous Apple Incorporated. You should have heard of Apple. Now, if you've not heard of Apple, it's most definitely because you live in the Stone Age. Now, they came up with Apple, and the first Apple computer was launched in Steve Jobs' garage. By garage, I mean where they park their cars. So they didn't need some big company. They didn't have a big industry when they started out. They started out with just an idea and the willpower to bring it to reality. Now, you might think it was happily ever after. Well, that wasn't the case, because in 1983, Steve Wozniak bailed out. He could no longer see the prospects in Apple. He could no longer see the vision and had to leave. Even Steve Jobs was forced to leave in 1985 due to some challenges that he faced. However, a person with a positive mindset, Steve Jobs came back into the company in 1997. And as they say, the rest is history. Apple is currently one of the world's greatest and largest gadget company globally. And there is no denying how far Apple has got. Ladies and gentlemen, today I present to you the practical power of mindset change. Our mindset affects the way we see life, obstacles, challenges, and ultimately our overall success in this life. Your mindset is like a lens or a mirror that reflects the state of the world to you. So that means if you have a negative mindset, you would always keep seeing the negative side of this world no matter what. It's like algorithm of your social media. Whatever you show an interest in keeps popping out. It keeps popping. So the more you focus on the negative side of life, the more you keep seeing the negative aspects of life. As a person, you can either have one of these two mindsets, a fixed mindset or a growth mindset. A person with a fixed mindset sees challenges, obstacles, and failures as the end of the road, and so gives up, shrinks back, and don't want to try again. However, a person with a growth mindset embraces challenges, embraces failures, and acknowledges his or her weaknesses and strength, and always has the zeal to come back again and try. You can choose which of this mindset you want to belong in. Now, the major difference between a fixed and a growth mindset is in I can't. A person with the growth mindset knocks out the T in I can't and takes the I can. I can do this. I can be successful. I can learn that skill. I can have a happy life. I can. When you develop the I can mindset, which involves taking away things that triggers negativity, dissociating from friends who don't have anything good to say about life, taking up songs and challenges that grows you, improves you, eventually you can have a positive mindset. Now, this is my message to you. As the famous writer Chidinma said, there is no shame in failing. There is only shame in not trying again. So what have you given up on? Winners don't quit, and quitters don't win. So change your mindset today. Stop believing you can't do this. Don't give up and adopt a positive mindset. At the end of the day, your mindset can be a practical tool to change your life for good or to destroy you. The choice is yours.
Wow. Oh my.
All right. Thank you so much, Lady Damilola. Thank you. I have a growth mindset. My mindset is not fixed. Thank you for fixing my mindset tonight. All right. So much fire, so much great speeches tonight. Are you feeling this, people? Let us go right to the next contestant, which is contestant number 6 from the ancient city of Ogun State. We've not had any Ogun State person this night, and this one is coming to represent you all. I hope you are going to give her your support. From the ancient city of Ogun State, when will you grow up? You know how we wonder, we all think that we are all grown up, yeah? We think we're adults, but our contestant is coming to tell us more about how we should grow up, or how growing up should look like or feel like. From Ogun State, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mariam Adegbola.
If you're not in the age range of 10 years to 15 years, you are not permitted to carry out the project. So I will say to myself, I'm not of age, I can't do it, it's beyond me. At age 15, if you're not in the age range of 16 years to 18 years, you are not permitted to carry out the project. So I will say to myself, I'm not of age, I can't do it, it's beyond me. At age 19, if you're not in the age range of 19 years to 23 years, you are not permitted to carry out the project. Now I'm of age, I can carry out the project automatically, I said to myself. But now the narrative changed from I'm not of age, I can't do it, it's beyond me, to there are people way better than you are, Miriam. You see, the very first time I had to present in my life was when I was in my secondary school and I failed woefully. I cried my eyes all day. The next attempt was when I was in higher institution in 100 level and I was told to present. I said to myself, I'm all grown up, I'm now of age, so I should be able to present automatically, smoothly, without stuttering. So I stood up from my desk that day and all I could remember was my heart began to race heavily, my leg felt heavy halfway through. Till date, I can't explain how I got to the front of the class. All I knew was that I was at the front of the class, and what echoed in my mind was that, Miriam, you can't do it. There are people way better than you are. It was at this moment I knew growing up isn't just about age, it is about mindset. And there are a lot of things that can hinder us from growing up. Moving forward, I'm going to explain how we can grow. But then, I would love to share with you the experiment that was carried out by IKEA in quest to bring awareness about bullying. Two identical plants was being placed next to each other, same water, same environment, and same flowers. But what distinguished them was the word that was being spoken to both plants. One plant was being spoken to with negativity, bad words, discouraging words, and the other plant was being spoken to with positivity, encouraging words, and good words. Few weeks later, the two plants were brought out, and the one that was being spoken to with positive words grew healthy and brighter, and the one that was being spoken to with bad words withered. You see, it is same environment, same water, same flowers, but what distinguished them was the words that was being spoken to them. That shows the power of words. You see, there are a lot of things that can hinder us from growing, that can hinder our growth, some of which are fear, self-doubt, comparison, and most importantly, the word we use to ourselves. Now, I'm going to be explaining how we can grow. Number one, positive words. Just like the Bible said, there is power in the tongues. You see, this our mouth can either make or mar us. So henceforth, take it as an initiative to always use your words rightly. Change from I can't to I am trying. Take from I'm not good to I am getting better. Number two, face your fears. You see, in the quest of growing, you need to face your fears because there are undoubtedly a lot of unforeseen circumstances that you will face while growing up, and you need to stand your ground. You need to face your fears because you are going to face a lot. Because the Bible has said to us that He has not given us the spirit of fear, but He has given us the spirit of courage and of sound mind. So you do what? You face your fears as a child of God that you are. Another one is comparison. Never compare yourself to others. Know that you are being uniquely created by God. Another one is fail forward. You see, in the quest of going, you will always fail. You will fail at some point, either once or twice. But somebody said something that really struck my heart. The person said, failure is the first attempt in learning. So for you to learn, for you to grow, for you to know that thing, you need to fail at one point in time. But that does not mean when you fail, you sit back. When you fail, you get up on your feet again and you move forward. Take responsibility. You have to take responsibility for your growth. You have to take responsibility for your downfall. For you to grow, you need to go for public speaking class. You need to do all things you need to do for you to grow. So you take responsibility for yourself, take responsibility for your growth, and take responsibility for your failure. Once you fail, don't sit down there. Just like I said, get back on your feet and become who you are. Chase after who you really want to be. And most importantly of it all is the God factor. You need to acknowledge that God is the source of growth. It is, you see, you can grow in every aspect. You can grow in public speaking, you can grow in your business, your career. But for you to grow in all aspects of life, you need God as the source. You need to acknowledge that having done all those things, I still need to go back to my source, which is God. Because God has said, He said through Christ we can do all things. So at every point in time, you need to acknowledge that God is my source. God is the only one that can help me in growing. You see, I'm now done with school. While in school, I've spoken in different stages. I've done a lot of things because I've come to understand the fact that I am uniquely made by God. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. So this is me telling you today that you need to grow up. This is me telling you today that you need to take that initiative of changing your words. You need to take that initiative of facing your fears. You need to take that initiative of stop comparing yourself to others and know that through Christ you can do all things. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Can you see me? If you can see me, you will see that I'm sweating already. It's getting hotter. Oh my, please, I need AC right here. Wow, it's hot. Yes, I'm feeling hot. Look at me. I can't hold it anymore. That is super amazing. If you agree with me, please put your hands together for all our contestants from 1 to 6. That has been an amazing, like back to back, back to back. Wow. At this point, we have come to the final contestant, and that is contestant number 7. That is 7, the perfection. And this time around is going to be talking to us about it is okay to start again. Like, it is okay. Don't give up. Don't just remain there. I have a story around that, but I'm not going to tell you. It's so funny. Don't worry, if you want to tell me, see me in my DM. So I understand what it means to start all over again. So are you there? You thought life has ended. You are just so confused and you feel like, oh boy, let me just do and just. No. Sir Ruben from the bubbling city, the excited city, the heart of Nigeria, where the whole happening is happening. Do you get that? Where the whole happening is happening is coming to tell us about it is okay to start again. Ladies and gentlemen, for our final contestant tonight, public speaking battle 4.0. Put your hands together for Sir Ruben.
Let me take you back to one of the most embarrassing moments in my life. I was set for the stage, ready to speak. My hands were shaking. My heart was racing. I opened my mouth to speak, but nothing came out. My tongue felt stuck to the roof of my mouth. I had nothing to utter. The audience were waiting. The room was silent. I opened my mouth to speak, but nothing came out. I felt ashamed. I wanted to run away and never speak again. But I heard the words, try again. So I did. At one time, I forgot my lines. At another time, I messed up my words. But I kept on trying and trying again. And here I am today, standing before you on the platform of one of the biggest online speaking challenges, the BGYCC Speaking Battle, talking to you and also encouraging you that it is okay to try again. Here is a piece of chocolate. I'm sure you all like chocolates. Chocolates remind me of the story of resilience of one man, the man Milton Hershey. Milton Hershey didn't start out as a success. He started 2 candy companies and both failed. Not once, twice he lost everything. A lot of people thought he was wasting his time, but he decided to try again. And on the 3rd try, he started another candy company and voila, it became a success. He decided to channel the funds and the revenue into his dream, which was to start a chocolate making factory. And that was how the Milton Hershey Chocolate Company was born. Expecto Patronum, Wingardium Leviosa. I'm sure some of you are familiar with the spells from the movie series Harry Potter. Behind the story is one woman named J.K. Rowling. She wrote the story Harry Potter and sent it out to many publishers, but she was rejected. Not once, not twice, but 12 times she got rejected. She didn't quit. She had no money. She had no supporters. All she had was one dream. All she had was one story. She decided to try again. And on the 13th try, she sent it out to publishers. And one publisher finally said yes. And today, Harry Potter is one of the world's most loved stories because she decided to try again. Audience, I want you to remember that it is okay to try again. After so many trials, after so many attempts, it is okay to try again. I failed at many speaking engagements. Hershey failed twice. J.K. Rowling got rejected 12 times. But our stories arrived before your eyes because we decided to try again. Maybe you've even started, you failed once, twice, and even the third time. You are not finished. Or you have a vision, you have a dream, and you felt like, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Remember, it is okay to try again. Is it your dream? Is it your business? Is it your academics? Your marital life? I want you to know that it is okay to try again. Your next yes might just be one more try away. So, audience, get up, dust yourself, take a deep breath, and try again. My name is Ruben. God bless you.
Wow. That is amazing. Lady Rachel, are you there? That is super amazing. Lady Rachel, are you trying again? It's not too late to try again. Thank you, Sir Ruben. Thank you so much. That your outfit is giving.
All right, thank you, Ruben, for that amazing speech. I will keep trying again. I will keep trying and trying till I hit the mark of where I am going to, till I get to my destination. All right, amazing speeches tonight, fantastic speeches from all the contestants. All our contestants have done an amazing and superb job, and I know that the decision will not be easy. Yes, I know the decision will not be easy, but now it is time for you, our audience, to select who the winner will be, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? The poll will be dropped right there on your screen. So if you are using a mobile device, all you have to do is swipe left and you will see the poll there. Yes, that is the poll. Just swipe left and you will see the poll. But before we get to the poll, we want to bring all our contestants out to come and tell us in a few words, to come and encourage us to vote for them. We'll start from contestant number 1 to contestant number 7. Let us have all our contestants on the screen, admin. Kindly bring up all the contestants to our screen. All right, contestant number 1, kindly speak to us.
The contestants
All right, can you all hear me? All right, my name is Abiola Michael. I'm contestant number 1, all the way from Oyo, Nigeria. I want you to vote for me. But what matters the most is not about your vote, but you maximizing your time. The seed called time is one thing that I learned from my father that transformed my life forever. Always maximize your time. We have 24 hours in a day, approximately 1,440 minutes in a day, approximately 86,400 seconds in a day. Maximizing your time is what matters the most. Thank you.
Go on, contestant number 2. After that, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, my name is Belinda Abiola Rachel. I am contestant number 2. And remember, I spoke on noise is part of life, but don't bear with me. If you must be happy in life, if you must achieve your goal, please don't listen to noise. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
Contestant 3. Is it there? Contestant 4, are you there?
Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Contestant number 4. Remember that to know true self, you must know through God. Only then can you find your true self. Now, please, I would like you to see you.
Hi, Dad.
Contestant 5, take it away.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. My name is Success Damilola Obasanjo, all the way from Kaduna. I would like for you to kindly vote for me. And remember, you must always keep a positive mindset, keep a growth mindset. Whatever it is that you've learned before that has shaped your belief or has shaped the way you see life and it is affecting you negatively, you can unlearn it, you can relearn new beliefs, you can relearn new things, and that will definitely shape the way you see life and how you're going to relate to everything around you. Thank you very much. Bye.
Contestant 6, then 7.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Miriam Adegbola, and I'm contestant 6, all the way from Ogun State. And I spoke on the topic, when will you grow up? And the topic so much resonates with me because I've always thought that age is a limit, age is a limitation. It has caused fear in me to do some certain things. So I used to say that, oh, I need to get to some certain age before I can do some things. But why get to that particular age, I still find it hard to move forward in doing those things because there is a limitation, and there is a limitation, and there is a mindset that I need to recorrect. So please, I would really love for you to vote for me. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Is contestant 3 here? Please go ahead, Sir Olaoluwa.
Okay, so yes, thank you so much. My name is Akinride Olaoluwa from Ibadan, and I would love you to vote for me. I would love you to assist and support. I mean, let's fight against the virus in the world, the financial zombie, for us to be able to harness and come into the fullness of our potential, for us to advance the frontiers of God's kingdom and advance our purposes in life. Thank you so much.
And finally, contestant 7, let's have you.
Fellow chocolate lovers, my name is Ruben. I want you to vote for me. Remember, it's okay to try again because your next years is just one more try away. Good evening and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all our contestants. Let us give it up for our contestants. Now everybody's saying, where is the poll? Where is the poll? Calm down. The poll is coming. The poll is going to be right there in your face. Like I said earlier, when you swipe left on your mobile phone, you will see the poll, all right? And if you are using your computer system, all you have to do is just leave it there. The poll will come up. It will pop up on your screen, and all you have to do is vote. Remember, the criteria we are using to judge tonight are 3. That is the content, the delivery, and the impact. All right. Now, for those that have been campaigning in the comment section, I've seen a lot of campaign going on. Those polls and those votes in the comment section are invalid. The only vote that will be valid and counted are the ones on the poll. So go to the poll. You're still campaigning in the comment section. Go to the poll and drop your vote for your favorite contestant right there in the poll. All right, remember that you have only a few minutes to vote, so you want to do that as fast as possible. And while the poll is going on, while the voting is going on, I want us to give a big and warm round of applause to all our contestants. They have all done an amazing and fantastic job tonight. Let us give it up for all our contestants. Clap, 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 clap for our contestants. Yeah, yes. Thank you. It's not easy to be on the spotlight. I can tell you that for free. Lady Biroke, how was it last month? How was your BP last month when you were on stage?
Fine, Lady Rachel, you knew what happened when I was when the network blew me away and I was sweating like I was going to air. But you know what? We did it, and here we are today.
Yes.
Beautiful. Keep on voting. We can say, if you have not voted, please vote, 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 vote. So while you're voting, please, I want you to know that it is time for us to transition into another part of tonight's event. Please do not go away because the winner will be announced at the end of the session. Do not go away. Keep voting, keep voting. And this time around, we are going to the induction and certification segment of tonight's event. Oh my God, tonight we are going to be crowning and we are going to be inducting some queens and some kings for their hard work and for their excellence. These people are putting tireless time, minimum of 3 months of praying every day, exercising every day, reading. Some of them have read nothing less than 10 books in 3 months, and we have those who have gone for 6 months and more. Come on now, it is not easy. This mindset we're talking about, this change and breaking financial zombie, and all of those things come from a program we call the BGYCC Leadership Program. And tonight, all of these people have done excellently well. But you know what? I am not going to be doing that. Who am I? But guess who is going to be doing that? The architect behind all of this, the heart behind this platform, and the chief convener and visionary of this event is no other person than Lady Rachel. Bring it on.
Yes, thank you so much, Lady Bironke. The only person that is qualified to introduce our leaders is no other person than Coach Casey Sunshine. Coach Casey is a man of deep faith and is a devoted Christian. He's the founder of BGYCC, that is becoming the greatest youth kingdom Christian community. And tonight we celebrate his resilience, his faith, and his vision. Not only that, we are also celebrating those amazing and fantastic leaders that have gone on this journey dedicatedly with Coach Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a warm round of applause to the legendary and the amazing Coach Casey Sunshine.
Hello, everyone. Hello, 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 everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Can we please put our hands together for my beautiful, elegant, smart MCs? Our hosts are just amazing. Could you please put your hands together for them? Thank you so much, Lady Bironke. Thank you so much, Lady Rachel. Henry, you guys have been phenomenal. I've just been here with different kinds of emotions. Sometimes I'm laughing. Sometimes I have a very serious face. It's been such a phenomenal and astonishing evening so far. And I want to say thank you so much to all our contestants as well. Can you all please put your hands together to our contestants? Please put your hands together. It's them today. Tomorrow it might just be your turn. So thank you all so much. Thank you. It's been a phenomenal evening. And I've had so much fun. Thank you to all the leaders behind the scenes who have worked tirelessly for us to put this together. I cannot forget to mention Lady Evelyn. I wonder whether she has slept since 3 days. It's not easy. Please put your hands together for her, for that amazing lady. She's either sending emails of certificates or she's on I mean, it's phenomenal. What an amazing community manager we have in our hands. Thank you so much to all our leaders, all Inner Cycle members. What we see here today is not the prowess of one person, is not the wisdom of one individual. As a matter of fact, is a composite of several persons that God has blessed this vision with, coming together, putting their wisdoms together, sacrificing in time, in energy, even in money, to make sure that we're able to give this out to all of you for free, and that we're able to help in this vision of raising kingdom leaders to transform the nations, or helping to build kingdom voices that we are sending to the nations of the world. So once again, congrats to all our contestants. I am super proud of you. Despite all the challenges we had in this particular version, I mean, did you see those breathtaking presentations? It is amazing. Please put your hands together once again. These guys are phenomenal. These guys are just outstanding. And personally, I don't know who you're voting for, but everybody was just amazing. And before the votes are going on, I'm going to recommend, let me check what's going on there. We have over 20 persons are still yet to vote. So I'm going to leave this vote till the very end. We are going to be giving you the announcement of the winners in the next 15 minutes. We're going to do a very quick ceremony in between. So don't go anywhere, because the sweetest part of this event is just about to start. A lot of you have been invited here to a public speaking contest, and you're wondering, what is this about? Who is organizing this? How much are they paying to be a part of this? It would interest you to know that this is a community called Becoming the Greatest Christian Community, the School of Leadership. And what you witnessed today is the public speaking arm that is called the Kingdom Speakers Academy. And it is a vision that was birthed out of the desire of God to help Christians all over the world to become the best version of themselves in every area of their lives. We want to see Christians that are financially vibrant, spiritually solid, physically healthy, emotionally stable. Is that amazing or amazing? Everywhere they call you, you are there. They call you in terms of health, your health is stable, you're good to go. No form of health problems. You're called in terms of money, you're donating millions on a weekly basis as offering, not even tight. Good or good. And then they call you emotionally, you're stable. You have the wisdom to communicate. You have the people skills, the emotional intelligence to lead, the leadership, the mindset development, the emotional intelligence, the communication skills, the people skills. You have the winner's habit. You have the productivity skills. All of this together. Being a Christian should not be synonymous to living a defeated life. Is that good or good? Christians should champion everywhere they go. Even when they leave the church, they hold the microphone in the political space, in the business space, in the fashion space. When you speak, people should be on their toes. They don't know what is going on because you're not mentioning Jesus. But guess what? That vibration, that winning habit that comes from being one with Christ. Are we together now? That it is vibrating even as you speak. You're not mentioning Jesus. They're not hearing anything spiritual. But guess what? You are winning everywhere you are. Not just in church, not just in your home, but every single place you go. God has called us to enter into the nations and lead. True or true? We can't lead if we don't have skills. We can't lead if we don't have capacities. We can't keep saying amen every day to prayers we're not even prepared for. So it begins with preparation. Are we together now? It is better to meet an opportunity, be prepared, meet an opportunity and miss it, than for opportunities to come and you're not prepared. Because when opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare. So this is the home of preparation. It's the home of becoming. We're helping you become that version of yourself that God can launch into the nations. That version of yourself that gives God the raw materials he needs to use. Are we together? God is ready to use you. He's always ready. He has a truckload of anointing to pour on you. But if you've got a cup load of space, of vessel, there's nothing much you can do. Once your cup is filled, the anointing begins to flow away. So this is the place where we help you to expand your capacity. We help you stretch yourself. We help you to enter into that zone that is a disturbance zone. We leave the comfort zone because no success can exist in the comfort zone. It is impossible. We help you sharpen your mind, sharpen your emotions, build skills that can help you can leverage on for financial independence. Starting from public speaking like we have done today. But this is not all we have. This is just 1% of what this community does. Beyond public speaking skills, we help you build so many other skills. We help you wake up early in the morning, read between 20 to 50 books per month, per year, I beg your pardon. Not any kind of book, but books that are going to force your brain to think. Are we together? So that when we begin to fast and we pray, my God, and those things begin to download from the Spirit, we're not confused. When you fast and pray, sometimes you can see a lot of things things are falling down, but you can't see them. You can't unload them. You can't unpack them because you don't have the capacity to unpack what God is sharing to you. So by the time you begin to build your mind, one of the greatest assets God has given to you, every single day when you wake up in the morning with that sharp mind of yours, you are inside that boardroom where you can see the vision board in front of God and his angels. God is showing you exactly what he has willed for your life. And you can't sleep at night. The reason you are sleeping comfortably is because you don't know what God has willed for you. You don't even know what God has called you to do. If God can show you a glimpse of what's your life, this life you have like this that you play with, you're into play ping pong. If God shows you a glimpse of what this life is meant to be doing, you can't sleep for 2 hours. You can't. Because you sleep, you are reminding, my God, nations, hey, China, hey, USA. You know? So there are skills you've got to acquire to go to USA. Otherwise, you go and embarrass God. The reason he has not opened the doors for you is because you'll be a national embarrassment if he opens the door. You will go there to go represent the name of God, and you are there, and they're sending you back at the airport that you're not good enough. Are we together? No. God will not open the door for you to go and embarrass him. You've got to build the capacity. Are we together now? Even if you're a Saul who used to fight against Christians, as long as you have the materials, you can change it to a Paul overnight. Use the same raw materials to help you become one of the greatest apostles. But if you're a Christian and all you have is the name of being a Christian, just fasting and prayer, you will not be as useful as a Saul who already has massive raw materials, like passion, like leadership, like hunger. He had all of that, but he was using them to crucify Christians. But God just changed his mind. The same raw materials. Look at how mightily he used him. There are many of you here, you are better Christians. God has called you to do amazing things, but you've got no capacity. You don't have what it takes. The raw materials are not there. Even to have solid conversations, as long as you are not just praying and fasting, once it's time to have reasonable conversation, in 2 minutes you're out. You can't hold for 5 minutes. Are we together? Let's talk about transcontinental impact. You're not there. Are we together? Let's talk about what it takes to be able to impact a generation. You can't hold conversations in 5 minutes. How will he use you? How will he use you if you don't have those global capacities, those global skills like communication, a mindset that is developed? Are we together? An emotion that is stabilized, that is intelligent. If you cannot work for 1 hour and not be tired, if you sleep on your bed till 10 a.m., how do you want him to use you? He can't use you that way. God is looking for vessels that are ready. Not just ready in tongues, not just ready in prayer, but also ready in skills, ready in capacity. Are we together now? Ready, like as in you have an advantage in grace, but can you have advantage in works as well? You have an advantage in faith. Can you have advantage in skills? Because when you go out there, the others only have advantage in skills. But imagine you combine your grace and your faith with skills. They can't match you because they don't have advantage in grace. That's what God has raised his platform to do. Am I talking too much? Are you getting bored already, guys? All right, guys. So we have leaders. Somebody say leaders. Right on the chat. Say leaders. We have leaders. Leaders of alacrity. Leaders of class. Leaders of transcontinental impact who have been on this journey. Some of them 3 months. Some of them 6 months. Some of them even 8 months. Every day they wake up early, 5 a.m., 4 a.m. The first thing they do is to pray. Positive affirmations, visualizations, goal setting. They exercise every single day for the last 9 months. They have read every day 20 pages for the last 3 months. They have gone through processes. In 3 months, some have read 15 books. Their minds are transformed. Are we together now? Tonight is a night where we induct them. Tonight is a night where we're not just giving them certifications. We are launching them into the world because we have trained them. It's time for them to go and train others. Jesus said, come with me. I will train to be fishers of men. Yes or yes? They have been trained. They've been given the capacities. They're about to go right now. Yes or yes? To be impact holders. People that can transform nations. Don't take what you're doing here lightly. What you're about to do right now is not just highly effective. It's also highly spiritual. These guys have paid the price. When they take the stage and they speak, you can see the transformation in their societies, in their communities, in their families. They have become agents of change. And tonight, it's time for us to reward their effort. It's also time for us to remind them that this is just the beginning. This is just chapter 1 of chapter thousands to come. And if the technical is with me, we're going to play a short video right now where we are going to see all our leaders. We have over 35 leaders we are inducting tonight. It's not a joke. These leaders have paid massive prizes. They have been there in the field, getting their hands dirty to make sure they become the best version of themselves. Let us put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome the BGYCC Leadership and Personal Growth Trainers and the Rising Stars. Admin, if you're here with me, let's go.
In a world in desperate need of light, God is raising a new kind of leader. These are not just achievers, they are transformers. Builders of character, architects of destiny, carriers of fire. This is BGYCC, and this is our leadership induction ceremony. Today, we celebrate kingdom leaders who have grown through fire, discipline, sacrifice, and grace. This is more than a recognition, it is a divine commissioning. Welcome to the induction of the Rising Stars and the Leadership and Personal Growth Trainers. Please welcome our newly certified Leadership and Personal Growth Trainers. Let us welcome the brand new rising stars of the BGYCC School of Leadership. Are not just receiving certificates, they are receiving a mantle. May they go into the world, not just to speak, but to shape it. This is BGYCC, raising kingdom leaders to transform nations.
Let us put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for our leaders. Give me the next 5-10 minutes. Let's just get done with this induction. This is a very spiritual moment. Please focus and learn and know that today might not be your turn, but tomorrow it is yours. Just give me 2 minutes to read our induction note. Our mission is to raise kingdom leaders to transform nations. I've already mentioned that. Today, we gather for a moment unlike any other, a moment of induction into kingdom leadership. This is not just a ceremony. It's not just a recognition. It is a divine commissioning into a life of greater responsibility, greater service, and greater impact. And to our global distinguished leaders and world changers, you have walked the path of growth, discipline, and transformation. Today, you do not merely graduate, you ascend. You step into new identity, one that demands more from you, but also promises greater influence, greater reach, and greater divine backing. The world does not lack people in positions of leadership. It lacks true leaders, leaders with vision, leaders with character, leaders who transform spaces, industries, and nations. And this is why BGYCC exists, not just to gather followers, but to raise kingdom leaders who will shift the course of history. You stand here today because you have shown that you are different, that you're hungry for growth, that you're committed to discipline, that you have embraced excellence. Pharaoh did not make Joseph prime minister because he interpreted a dream. He was elevated because of the wisdom, strategy, and competence of his solution. Likewise, today's induction is not given to you because of participation, but because you have proven your ability to lead and solve problems. And so, from this moment forward, you do not simply carry a certificate, you carry a kingdom mandate to lead with wisdom because the world is in desperate need of leaders who walk in divine insight. To lead with excellence because mediocrity has no place in kingdom assignment. To lead with character because leadership without integrity is destruction in disguise. To lead with the Spirit of God, because leadership is not just about influence, it is about divine purpose. This is our charge to you. Go into the world as kingdom ambassadors. Let your name become synonymous with excellence, integrity, and impact. Build, transform, and shape future. The world will take note of you, not because you sought recognition, but because you created undeniable results. Your journey to greater impact begins here. Can we once again put our hands together, guys, to our amazing leaders tonight? Congratulations to all of you. We are super, super proud of you. And we are going to just go straight now into the pledge. Just give me a second and we're going to get our pledge ready. And we're going to be done with this part of the ceremony. Okay. Can we see all our leaders, please? On you don't have to spotlight them, Coach Michael, but all our leaders, Rising Star, our trainers, please put on your videos. This is a very important moment. Guys, in case you want to know who they are the ones on white. They're all on white outfits today. So we had a dress code. Amazing. Thank you all so much for honoring these precious moments. All right, I can see all of you. Thank you so much. Now it's time for us to take a pledge. Are you ready? You ready? Okay, great. It's time for us to enter into such a phenomenal part of my assignment for tonight, and it is a leadership pledge. Please, could you place your right hands on your chest, just as you can see on your screen? Please, this is a very sacred moment. Do not trivialize it. If you take this moment the way it should be, you will begin to see massive changes in your life already, starting from tonight. The BGYCC Kingdom Leadership Pledge. I implore you to please repeat after me. Today, I stand before God, my community, and my own destiny to step into my calling as a kingdom leader. Please repeat. I know that leadership is not a title. It is a sacred responsibility entrusted to me to bring out real transformation. Repeat. I commit to growing each day, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally, becoming the best version of myself for the glory of God. Let's go. I will lead with wisdom and serve with unwavering integrity, because I understand that true leadership is about the people I serve, not the power I hold. I refuse to settle for mediocrity. I choose to pursue excellence in everything I do, knowing that the world is waiting for my contribution. I reject fear and doubt, for I am empowered by the Holy Spirit to lead with courage, strength, and conviction. I will not be passive. I take full responsibility for my influence and my impact on the world. I will use my mind, my voice, and my actions to bring change, to transform lives and uplift communities. I will raise others as I rise, for I understand that leadership is not about being at the top alone, but about uplifting others to greatness. I am a builder, a shaper of nations, an ambassador of God's kingdom. Finally, I'm a world changer, a dreamer, a doer, and a leader who will leave a legacy of transformation for generations to come. This is my identity. This is my mission. This is my pledge. So help you God. Amen. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us stretch our hands towards these leaders and pray for them. This might be the only time, the only opportunity you have to pray for these leaders. Your prayers will launch them to nations. Your prayers will help them to solve problems in their communities, in their families, in their states, in their regions. This might be your only opportunity. Pray for these ones, that they shall not fail. They shall not fail. They shall not fail. They shall not fail. In the mighty name of Jesus, pray for them. Pray for them. All the errors of those that have gone before us, God will perfect through these new leaders in the mighty name of Jesus. Pray for them that they shall last. That which God has started in their lives, God shall continue, and they shall partner with God through good habits, through character, through an obsession for growth, through honor, through an obsession to give God the glory. Pray for these ones that the wisdom of God is upon their lives, the grace of God, the protection of God. Pray for God's mercy upon them, that as they lead, as they transform lives, every area of concern that would have held them back, that God takes care of those concerns in the mighty name of Jesus. The oil of God is upon your life, and your oil shall never run dry. The Spirit of the Lord is upon your life, and every day of your life, you rest in the center of God's will for you. For in Jesus' mighty and matchless name we have prayed. Amen. Let's put our hands together for our amazing leaders. Congratulations to our brand new leadership and personal growth trainers and our rising stars. Congratulations, and we are super, super proud of you. Time is fast spent, and so we are going to delve back straight into our voting to conclude tonight's session. Don't forget, if you're here and you're new and you're wondering, how do I join this? This program, people used to pay $100 per month for it. Yes. But about 8 months ago, the Lord told me, make it free to all Christians. This is the price I want you to pay for where I'm taking you to. And it's been free. Lives have been transformed. I can tell you for free that it's not by my power, it's not by my might or anything like that. It is by the grace of God and all the amazing gift of men that he has brought my way. Our inner cycle members and every one of them. If you want to start your journey as a leader, as a public speaker, the link to our platform is going to be dropped on the chat. Just follow the link. And once you enter into the group, say, I'm ready to start. I'm ready to start. Someone is going to reach out to you. Lady Evelyn, drop the link to the platform itself so that they don't bombard your personal line. Drop the link to the platform. Once you enter the platform, just say, I want to start. And someone is going to reach out to you and onboard you. Are we ready? Can we please bring our 7 contestants back on stage for the final part of this session? Let us watch as their hearts beat and pant as we announce the final results. It's such a privilege to be where I am right now because I can see the results. I already know the winner, but you don't know. And even if it's just for the next 3 minutes, this is a very good privilege I would like to have. So, technical, please bring our contestants back on stage. Contestants, if your camera is off, please turn it on. And we are going to eliminate until we get to the very last person. Turn on your video, make sure your name is still well spelled so that you don't have to look for you. All right. Congratulations once again to all our inductees. We are super proud of you. Go out there and let your people know, let everyone know what God is doing in your life. Please, contestants, Lady Evelyn, make sure you communicate with our contestants. Let them know that there's one more final lap. They should not leave. All right. And if you're a contestant and your name is not, you don't have contestant as part of your name, please rename your gadget because we can't find you if your gadget is not, if you don't have contestant as part of your name. It will be very difficult to find you. So make it easy for the admin to find you, please. Thank you. So we have 4 contestants on the screen. There are 3 more to go. Where are they? Do we automatically disqualify them? I'm sure the ones on the screen will be happy for that. All right. We are going to have to start. Okay, now there are 5. So there's 2 more to go. Amazing. It's time for us to find out who is the winner of the BJYCC Public Speaking Battle version 4.0, April 2025. Is it going to be Success? Is it Adeola? Is it Ruben? Is it Olaoluwa? Is it Miriam? Or is it the 2 other contestants? That's Michael and one more contestant who is currently not here. Michael and Deborah as well. Look for those names, admin. Look for Michael, look for Deborah. Those are the names that we don't have, just in case they're in the audience and you're unable to find them. It would be great to have all of them here. I think Deborah is here, so why is she not? She didn't. Okay, Deborah is here as well. Great. It's time for us to go. Guys, are we ready? I'm talking to the audience. You ready? Okay, you're not my target, huh? You don't need to have heart attack. The high BP is for the contestants, not you. It's time for us to go, ladies and gentlemen. I always like to say, we've sent to you already, you're all champions. You are all what? Champions. The fact that you made it here, there were 50 contestants that dropped their videos. We screened them out and took you 7. You already champions by emerging as the top 7. And then you also didn't give up. Usually some people would give up along the way. They are stressed. They can't pull through. But guess what? You pull through and you're here. You're already a champion. And then you've been trained for the last 1 month. I have personally trained all of you. I hope you have enjoyed the training and I hope you've learned a lot. Now that alone, again, makes you a champion because all the trainings don't just leave your head automatically because you didn't win. So you're already a winner. I'm saying this because whether you came 7th position or 1st position, as long as you're here right now, someone just has to win. All right? Coach Michael, please look for our contestants and bring them back on stage. Everyone, I would like everyone to be here. We have Abiola Michael. Check for his name, who is currently not here. I think Adiola is here, right? There's one more person who is not here. Get them here. But I'm going to start. We can't wait anymore. So the results are out. Everyone has voted, and it's time for us to cast the vote. The margin is so tiny between the first and the second. My God, it looks like we're about to break someone's heart tonight. Usually there's always a heartbreak. I'm not the one who is dishing it. It is the audience. And we're going to have to do it. So, on my screen, a contestant has 15% of the vote. Another has 6%. Or let me start from the highest. One contestant has 45%. Another has 43%. So that's how close it is. That's how close you're about to break someone's heart tonight. Another has 18%. Another has 16%. Another has 6%. Another has 5%. So those are the 7 contestants. And it's time for us to reveal who the winner is. Oh, I was calling the votes, not the percentage. All right. Let's go. We're going to start from the 6th runner up. So as I call Coach Michael, just take the person off the screen. Keep checking your contestant list to be sure that everybody is here. For example, Lady Deborah is no longer here. So please get her back. With a whopping 3% of the votes, let us put our hands together for the 6th runner up tonight. Everybody put your hands together for contestant number 6. Put your hands together for contestant number 6, everybody. With 3% of our vote, she is the 6th runner up. Thank you so much, Lady Miriam, for contesting, for participating. But your journey ends here. And we have 5 more contestants to go. We have Michael, Adeola, Olaoluwa, Ade, Deborah, Success, and Ruben. Now with 4% of the votes, ladies and gentlemen, with 4% of the votes, let us put our hands together for our 5th runner-up tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 2. Put your hands together for contestant number 2, Lady Adeola Bolorunduro. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you for giving us your elegance. I love your speech, but your journey ends here. You can see their hearts are beating. Mr. Ruben is holding himself, trying to be a man. But we just have to keep going. Coach Michael, please make sure you have the right people on the screen and check to be sure that everyone is here. We want to see their faces. We should have 6 persons on my screen, or 5. It's time for us to eliminate the next person. All right. And this next person has, wow. We have this next person has 11% of the vote. And he's the one to go out next. Ladies and gentlemen, I mentioned the 6th and 5th. So the 4th runner-up for the competition tonight. Put your hands together with 11% of the vote. Put your hands together for contestant number 1, Abiola Michael. Put your hands together, guys. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. So these 4 people on our screen, they are the last 4 standing. Who is the next to leave? Is Success leaving? Is Deborah leaving? Is Olaoluwa leaving? Is Ruben leaving? One of you is about to leave. And guess what? This next person also has 11% of the vote, but they had a higher vote than the 4th runner-up. Ladies and gentlemen, the 3rd runner-up of the BJYCC Public Speaking Battle, April 2025, the 3rd runner-up with 17%, the 17 votes, 11% of our entire votes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say goodbye as we congratulate contestant number 5, Success Damilola. Put your hands together for Lady Success, guys. Put your hands together for her. but your journey ends here. And we have the last three. Yes, the last three. Reuben, Deborah, and Olaoluwa. 2 gentlemen and 1 lady. This is the first time in the history of this contest that we have 2 men in the final 2. Yes, this is the first time in history. But it's time for us to vote. It's time for us to cast the votes. The second runner-up, ladies and gentlemen. The second runner-up. The second runner-up. Are we ready? With a whopping 13% of the vote. 13% of the vote. The second runner-up. The second runner-up. I have now officially ended the vote. The second runner-up. Can we put our hands together with 13% of the votes? Contestant number 3, Olaoluwa Akinrinde. Congratulations, Olaoluwa. That was a powerful speech on Financial Zombie. I particularly loved it. I was rooting for you. But everyone else had other ideas. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't only have the final 2. We have such a close final 2. One person has 28% of the vote. The other person has 30% of the vote. One person has 46 votes. The other person has 43 votes. That's how close they are. That's how much they are favorites to everyone tonight. It has never been so close. Last month, one person had 47%. The second person, the closest person, had just 70%. But this month, they are so close. But it's time to say goodbye to one of these contestants. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be contestant number 7, Reuben, the gentleman who said it's never too late? Or is it going to be the drama queen herself? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about no other person but Lady Deborah, who is going to go, who is going to be our champion. Are we ready? I know that it's not only the 2 contestants that have high BP. Now everyone has high BP. This is very intentional. This is my moment, and I want to enjoy it. But it's time for us to go. But who are we rooting for? Put on the chat. Who are you rooting for? Is it Reuben? Is it Deborah? Write on the chat. Let us see if you're correct. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who are you rooting for? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think the winner is? Who do you think the winner is? Who do you think the winner is? One person is about to be heartbroken. One person is about to be heartbroken. All right. It's time for us to give you the winner. I'm not going to mention the first runner-up. I'm going to go straight to the winner. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure. It is a privilege. It is a distinct honor to present to you the winner of the BJYCC Public Speaking Battle version 4.0. Ladies and gentlemen, this contest took place in April 2025. Can you put your hands together for the winner of this contest? Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 4, Adeyeye Deborah. Congratulations to Lady Deborah. She is the winner. She is the winner. Look at her. She's jumping everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Keep clapping for our champion. Keep clapping. The drama queen herself. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Oh my God. Look at that. 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 It took something extraordinary to beat Mr. Reuben tonight. I watched that speech and I told myself, my God, what a speech. It would take something really extraordinary. But it is the drama queen herself. Oh my God. Put your hands together, guys. Put your hands together for our champion. It is being displayed on the screen. Put your hands together. Adeyeye Deborah, the champion of the April 2025 Public Speaking Battle. Congratulations. And this is the result on your screen. Guys, you can take a screenshot of the result if you want. Admin, you can stop sharing the screen so that we can see the final result. Congratulations, guys. It is not easy Our winner is still surprised. She cannot believe it. But here we go. She is the champion. She is the champion of the champions. My God. These last three guys were amazing. Sir Ruben, when I saw your speech as the one who trained you, I told myself, this guy is phenomenal. His confidence, unbelievable. And then I saw this lady's speech and I said, this is so creative. This is so creative. And I wanted you guys to be the one to decide. And tonight, you have decided. And the margin was so low, just 2%. For the first time in the history of our public speaking battle, that the winner is winning by just 2%. Usually, it's a massive difference. But tonight, this is the small margin, maybe that extra prop, maybe that extra creativity, maybe that extra tiny thing has created a difference, and BGYCC has spoken. It is time for us to listen to our champion, and Lady Ruben, Lady Ruben, and Lady Deborah. Oh my God. I know you're very emotional right now, Lady Deborah, but it is time for you to speak to us. Unmute yourself, and hopefully your network is not going to give you away. It's time for you to speak to us. How do you feel? How does it feel? The floor is yours.
Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Everybody for voting. Thank you for coming. I do not take it for granted. All glory to God. And all I take for granted. Is major for speaking. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to my fellow contestants. And I'm proud of this, and I thank God the opportunity to this. Thank you much for this opportunity. Even from preparation from my first audio draft, as in it was like how I moved from a 4/10 in my first audio draft to an 8/10. Like, but thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, sir. I do not take this for granted. Everybody, now thank you everybody, Olaoluwa, everybody, that access, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone tonight.
Amazing.
Oh, to God. Thank you so much, sir.
Amazing. Thank God it wasn't this network you presented with. Thank God. Okay, I would like us, we've not done this before, but I would like us to give the floor for 30 seconds or so to our first runner-up only, Sir Ruben. You were such a worthy contestant and you were so close, and we would like to listen to you as a way of honoring you because you have done so well. You could have won tonight. There was just that extra thing that maybe gave you away to Lady Deborah, but we want to listen to you as well. Congratulations, Sir Ruben, you have the floor.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everybody. It was indeed a contest. It was a public speaking battle. And I want to say thank you, Coach Casey, for your inputs. My first draft was 5/10. Second draft was 8/10. And here we are today. I mean, I just tried and tried and tried again. I mean, there will be more speaking competitions. And I want to say, Lady Deborah, you were a worthy opponent. Olaoluwa, worthy opponent. Every other person, worthy opponent. And I appreciate the fact that you gave your best and you made the competition really, really worthy. Thank you for joining, for supporters, friends, church, people in school who came. Thank you. God bless you.
Amazing. What an amazing gentleman. We had our audition. He was traveling in the car. While he was joining, we had someone holding ring light for him and down holding the phone, and he was right there doing his interview. And I said, dude, this is a leader right there. Such a leader, powerful, fantastic leader. He's not just a public speaker, he's an amazing leader. I can guarantee you guys. Congratulations to our winner, Lady Deborah, and to every single winner, because you're all winners, like we said. This is what the moments we live for. This is why we prepare. This is why we have sleepless nights. Lady Evelyn and I have not slept since the day before yesterday. This is the sleepless nights. It's for moments like this to create this kind of joy that we see in your faces. And you can be a part of this, whether as a public speaker, as a leader, or simply as someone who wants to become the best version of yourself. Don't live here tonight. God has brought you here for a reason. Don't live here. It's free. You could be paying $100 per month, but God has brought you here for a reason. He wants you to be a part of a community where you are held accountable, that in the next 1 year you look back and you said, thank God, today I am becoming a version of myself I never imagined I could be. Next week, Friday, we're going to be here again. This time around, not for public speaking. We're going to be here to learn. We come here every Friday to learn, unlearn, and relearn. And until then, it's been such a pleasure for me. Sorry, forgive me for putting you under all that pressure, the heart attack and the rest of that. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you all next week, Friday. Merci beaucoup, and au revoir. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Voila. I'd like to hear your voices. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night.
Wow. Awesome. God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Bye.
See you in the evening. Awesome.
God bless you.
Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you.